Welcome back to Lock and Reload with Ryan. We're going to go ahead and do a review on a couple different products. We have solvents, lubricants, and some polishes and whatnot that I found to be adequate. I have a couple products that are outstanding. There is one particular one that I stand by. It's my go-to solvent now. First and foremost, this is my least favorite. Winchester makes their Break Free. I'm pretty sure Winchester doesn't make it now that FN owns them. I think the marketing thing is slap a Winchester name on anything generic, whether it be a bipod, whether it be a gun case, gun cleaning kit. They just slap their name on it, so they just make money. This is their Break Free bore cleaner. It's alright. I have nothing terrible to say about it. It works, kind of. I wasn't too impressed by it, so I don't recommend it. Gunslick, they make their foaming bore cleaner. I was fairly impressed by it for what it is. Basically, it's a bore cleaner that foams. So you take the little nozzle, you put it in your chamber, and you let the foaming action, all the foam goes into your bore until it comes out the other end, and you let it sit for 15 minutes, and apparently it scrubs the inside of your bore so you don't have to. Yeah, it was alright. I wasn't too impressed, but for what the product is, it does a sufficient job. But I'm meticulous, and I get very picky on my firearms and being clean. So this product was not for me. Now, there is an absolutely great product out there. It's Sweet 762 solvent. It's an awesome product. The only drawback is it does have 5% ammonia in it, so you do have to neutralize this. Now, if you don't follow the instructions on the bottle and you let it sit in your bore too long, it will eat your barrel away. But outside of the fact that you have to neutralize it, I do find it a very, very highly good quality product. So I do recommend it. Just make sure if you do buy this, make sure you neutralize it and follow the instructions. If you don't, it'll wreak havoc on the inside of your bore. Now, my favorite company is KG Industries. This is their KG12 Big Bore Cleaner. I recommend KG Industries for anything. I also have their solvent, which is, I think it's a KG3 degreaser solvent. Excellent stuff. I'd show you a bottle with it, but I just threw one away. KG Industries, you can either get it from KG.com or KGIndustries.com, or you can get it from Brownell. I like this stuff a lot. It is a great quality product when it comes to solvents. The K12, basically, you swap it in your barrel. You let it sit for a few moments, and then you redip your bore mop in the KG 12, and you run it up and down your barrel until your copper's gone. You do not need a brush to get rid of copper with this stuff. And this is water soluble, so you do not need to neutralize it. It's very user friendly. Last thing on it, when you do use it, it doesn't like to stick on patches, so use a bore mop. Other than that, this stuff is awesome. I recommend this. It's a great product. And if it wasn't for AmmoSmith, I wouldn't know about KG Industries. So go on AmmoSmith.com, go into their forum, and all the guys are phenomenal people, and they'll help you out with whatever you need. Another product that I'm fairly pleased with when it comes to a lubricant. Rem oil is not only a lubricant, but it's also a cleaner. It's alright for a cleaner. It's great for neutralizing a corrosive cartridge. Basically what that means is if you're shooting corrosive ammunition, most corrosive ammunition is corrosive for the simple fact they have a mercury in their primers, which is highly corrosive. Rem oil is good for helping neutralize that. Basically, after you're done shooting at the range, you spray it down your barrel until you get home, and then you swap it out. It's great for neutralizing. It's a great fine oil. That's all I use it for, is oil and lubricating stuff, like in my 308. But all in all, it's a fairly good product. I just don't recommend it for cleaning. It doesn't really do shit. Oils. I have a 3-in-1 oil. I use this mostly for my 1911 and both of my Mosians, whether it be my 9130 or my M44. It is a heavier oil, but they're also bigger components and they need a lot more lubrication versus a lot of modern weapons. But I do recommend this stuff, and you can use it for everything else, including firearms. So you can use it throughout your entire house with it. So this is a good money saver. Stuff at Walmart is probably just under $2, but good oil nonetheless. Otis. I do carry an Otis system. I like the Otis system when I'm out in the field, but when it comes to really cleaning a barrel, specifically on my 9130 and my M44 Mosian Nagants, Otis is okay, but I prefer to use the standby cleaning rod. It does a far superior job when it comes to cleaning because you can scrub it, versus the Otis system, you have a cable system, so you're cleaning from breech to muzzle, which is a very, very good idea. It's the same concept as the bore snake, because you're cleaning from breech to muzzle. But Otis does carry their number 85 solvent. It's a good, and it's a lubricant too. I only use it for a lubricant. I don't use it as a cleaner anymore because this stuff's expensive for what it is. And you spend with the Otis system, you spend a ridiculous amount of time cleaning with it versus the KG12 industry. You don't spend nearly as much time with it. That's why I do recommend KG Industries. Great company. But Otis is a good company too. But they're really, really pricey. Not to mention, for a pack of 100 patches for Otis is like $7. Granted, you can use each patch up to 6 times, but I find them kind of pricey. I like my conventional patches. They're inexpensive. You can buy them in bulk and then cut them down to your own size to save you money. But nonetheless, Otis is a good product. Now, a product that has nothing to do with cleaning a firearm. Well, technically not cleaning. Mother's polish. It's a mag and aluminum polish. As I've showed in one of my prior videos, I do have a 1911 that I did polish with this with a little rotary Dremel tool. I got a comment on that video saying, well, why don't you just use the Flitz product? Well, the Flitz product's really good, but it's also a lot more expensive than Mother's polish. Mother's polish is like $2, maybe $3. Flitz is like $8 for, I think, 8 ounces. So $1 an ounce. This is, I believe this one is 5 ounces for less than $2. A little more than $2. But I do recommend Mother's polish. I don't care what anybody else says, this is what I've used. I've used Flitz, and they're very comparable. So if you're looking for an inexpensive way to polish the shit out of your stainless steel weapons, or just any of your weapons, I recommend Mother's. But at any rate, this is Lock and Reload with your product review. Later.